Processing.
When TV and radio collide.
Love it.
Wow. This is what you get. You're listening to JJ and Alex. Presented by G2G Bars.
Don't touch that dime.
On 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. Alex Curie, Jeremiah Jensen, together we make up JJ and Alex. We've just we've gotten in on the prop bets, or at least we've gotten interested in them. Reba McEntire's boots are making a splash.
If that's real, you're putting money on it.
If it's I'm not a bettor. You know, it's not really my thing. Plus, I don't even like
you
Utah.
Feel pretty confident.
Okay, it's illegal to bet in Utah.
That's correct. We would never endorse that on JJ and Alex.
Right. It's entertainment only. Okay. But Reba McEntire's boots are really hot right now in the prop bet situation. All right. I'm keeping an eyeball on it. Joining us right now on the program is to try to help you navigate not just the side prop bets of the Super Bowl, but also everything else. Adam Teicher, ESPN NFL Nation, joining us here. He covers the Kansas City Chiefs. Adam, thanks for joining the show, man. This has been probably quite a fun last month or so for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride for the Chiefs, having to go on the road for the playoffs for the first time in a long time, but they made it work. It should be a good game on Sunday.
We keep expecting the Chiefs to fall here, like step up, and I mean they've been great. They found a way to win these games. Do you expect it to be any different on Sunday, continuing to win the way they are, just finding ways instead of really dominating games?
Yeah, I mean, you know, their defense has always kept them in games this year. So even though their offense has really struggled at times, they're always able to stay in games, at least be competitive because of their defense. So, yeah, I don't think anything should be different in that regard. You know, the one thing the Chiefs are doing differently in the playoffs is they're not making all the mistakes on offense. There's not the sloppy play that there was most of the regular season. They're not dropping passes like they were. They're not committing offensive penalties like they were. They're not committing turnovers like they were. So, you know, I think if they can play another clean game offensively, or a relatively clean game offensively on Sunday, I think they should be in pretty good shape.
If you are, I mean, obviously there's when you have the history that they do and being able to have the ability to translate winning from one playoff to the next, you know, rosters change over and stuff, but obviously the core of this Chiefs group is Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, of course, and just what these guys have done. How much of the past seasons played into the success that they've had just even over the last few weeks in the playoff runs when, you know, experience seems to matter a ton?
Yeah, I mean, it does. And the Chiefs are sort of counting on their playoff experience to be their advantage, or one of their advantages on Sunday. And, yeah, you know, there has been some turnover. There's not a lot of guys who are left from the Super Bowl team. I think there's 10 of them who played for the Chiefs when they beat the 49ers a few years ago in the Super Bowl. But the key guys are there. You know, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and Andy Reid as well. I mean, those are all Hall of Fame guys who will be in the Hall of Fame at some point later on. So that's a pretty good thing to have on your side in the Super Bowl, no doubt.
You mentioned Andy Reid being a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about that. But if he wins a third Super Bowl, and who knows what this dynasty can continue to do. I don't think the Chiefs are done by any means. If he gets a third, where does that place him all time among all these coaches? It's got to be top 5, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, you know, it's hard to rank coaches. It's hard to rank players. You know, the eras are so much different that things were so much different back in the old days than they are now. So it's hard to compare guys. But I just know from covering a number of coaches for the Chiefs before Andy Reid, and then now the whole Andy Reid era. It's remarkable how he runs his program, and how other people can't steal his ideas and make it work, because he really runs a remarkable program, and just watching it, having a front row seat for it for his whole time with the Chiefs, I got to believe there hasn't been more than a handful of coaches, if that many, who are better than Andy Reid. I just feel like all areas of his program are just so solid. He knows how he wants to do things, and he gets it done. And I just feel like there can't have been many better coaches than Andy Reid over the years.
If you are somebody watching this game and you see the Chiefs and you see this 49ers team, and you cover the Chiefs, and so when you're a guy covering the beat of a team, you tend to know their weaknesses too. So if you're the 49ers, how do you attack the Chiefs?
Yeah, well, when the 49ers have the ball, the Chiefs haven't had a real weakness defensively that teams have been able to exploit week after week after week. It's been a pretty solid effort on defense. The one thing, though, I would say is occasionally they've had trouble stopping the run, and with Christian McCaffrey up on Sunday, you wonder maybe the 49ers will find a way to make that work for them consistently. I thought Baltimore would try that against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, but they didn't. They only ran with their running backs like 6 times or something like that. So it's that's the one thing I would say when the Chiefs or the 49ers have the ball, is maybe run at the Chiefs and be more consistent about it than the Ravens were.
This felt like a year where the Chiefs were vulnerable, yet here we are. They're back in the Super Bowl. Winning is a skill. This team knows how to win. As you look forward, win or lose on Sunday, does this Chiefs dynasty, if you call it that, or this window of championship opportunity they have, how long can it go? You understand their cap situation. You know the team in and out. How long can the Chiefs continue to win at this rate?
Well, they have the ultimate cheat code, right? I mean, they've got Patrick Mahomes, and as long as they've got him, I feel like they're always going to have a chance. The Chiefs were vulnerable this year, there's no doubt, but he sort of kept them alive. You can look at his stats, and it wasn't his best statistical season. And as a matter of fact, in a lot of areas, it was his worst statistical season, but haven't seen every one of his games, I can tell you the guy played really well a lot of times. Not every single week, but most weeks he did. And he was sort of, along with the defense, he was the one keeping this thing afloat at times. So, as long as you've got him and he's played, we know his history in the playoffs. He's played really well. He's still a young age. So as long as he's around, you got to feel like the Chiefs are going to have a chance.
Adam Teicher joining us here on 97.5 EKSL Sports Zone. He covers the Chiefs for ESPN NFL Nation. Adam, we appreciate it, man. We love the insights, and we're looking forward to this one on Sunday. Have a good time, man.
Hey, anytime, guys.
There you go. Hey, we got any time from him.
Well,
call him next segment.
Every year. We the Chiefs Blitz every week.
Listen.
On 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Hey, the way as popular as this team is, I mean, why not?
I just like calling people.
They're
on
so good.
Call them back in 15 minutes, Christian, and be like, "You said any time." The guys are going to have you back. Coming back in 5 minutes here, or 5 seconds. Here we go.
Chiefs update with Adam Teicher.
By the way,
Teicher.
By the way, covering the team that like let's say you start covering the team, and then just suddenly they go on a crazy run like this. But you know how beat writers are too. I mean, I don't want to lump all of them in the same thing, but like these kinds of trips, isn't there a little bit of an attitude of like, gosh, I hate going to the AFC Championship game again?
Can I tell you a quick story?
Yes.
So I've covered three Super Bowls, and the last one I went to was the Rams-Bengals Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we're in the NBC TV truck there. The NBC stations all gather in one place. We were
SoFi, right? Isn't that where the game was?
Was it SoFi?
Yeah.
So we're out in the truck at the TV where we do live shots and we prepare work when we're working. And the Cincinnati sports anchor's over there. He's just so annoyed. We're like, what's going on? He's like, because his news station's demanding around-the-clock coverage.
Oh, boy.
He's just worn out. He's like, I hope they lose. I hope they lose. I want to go home, and if I have to cover a parade on Monday or Tuesday, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, dude, the Bengals of all teams.
By the way,
the Cincinnati Bengals are in the Super Bowl, and they were one play away from winning that thing, and you're so miserable because you've got to cover a Super Bowl. It just blew my mind. It's like, wow.
I'm telling you, these are stories that we hear in our business all the time. And yet, when we tell people who don't work in this industry about that kind of stuff, they're like,
it makes
I
them mad.
hate all you guys.
Yeah, you
and
suck.
you're like, no,
What's
I know.
wrong with you? You're covering the Super Bowl.
Like when they show up and they go, dude, and the Philly cheesesteak was actually not even that hot. It was just kind of warm. Which one? The free one up in the booth. And you're like, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The free food. How many times have we all do it? We complain about the free food. We complain about the media hotel wasn't even that good this time. I couldn't even go to a free yoga class downstairs. It's like, geez, dude.
One of the reasons that guy loved the job is because the Bengals were never in the playoffs and they always stunk, and so
he could go on vacation early.
You didn't have to go traveling.
What a doofus.
You didn't have to travel during the holidays and everything.
Boy.
So he knew as soon as the season was over, they were done. They didn't have to worry about it because it is the NFL.
What's your dream job?
You're covering They cover every road game.
What's your dream job? I want to cover the Browns. Why? They never go to the Super Bowl. Come on.
I'll never have to work past the first week of January.
I want to cover the Jags, man. I want to cover the Texans. Why? Just early vacation. It's like, could you believe it? Because the Bengals have not won one at all, right?
They've never won a Super Bowl. They've
been to three.
Yes.
The 49ers beat them, twice?
Twice in the 80s.
And then those are the ones I remember growing up watching, and then they lost to the Rams.
Both were competitive.
3
Every
years ago.
Super Bowl the Bengals have been in have been one-possession games.
What was up with that? What was up with that Bengals team against the second time around against Joe Montana and his guys?
It was the Joe Montana to John Taylor.
John
the final
Taylor.
Drive.
That was John Taylor.
Joe
got the final
Montana
touchdown.
goes in. They're down. The Bengals are winning. What is there, like a minute and a half left?
Weren't there a bunch
of 49er fan here?
I know.
Knows the story.
Didn't the Bengals have some guys getting into some riffraff the night before?
They did.
Some cocaine.
I don't remember the names, but yeah, there was some stuff like that. But anyway, Joe Montana goes in on the final drive, and I guess everybody's nervous, and he goes in there. I don't know what the joke was, but he cracked a joke in the huddle right when the start of that drive, and everyone got loose, and they went down and scored. He took the pressure off. Joe Cool.
So I don't remember if it was that one. So Jason Buck, former BYU Outland Trophy winner, he played in that one, and he was like, and good for Jason because he has he's got a ring that he won with the Redskins.
Yes.
Back when they were called the Redskins. But he was one of these guys who he was like, dude, we get together as a team and we hear that a couple guys aren't going to play because of the riffraff they got into, the illegal activity they got into, the amount of how mad you are as a teammate. And then when you know you got close, even with that, and then you just go, do we win that game if those guys are able to play? Because there were arrests made, I think a couple guys missed.
Yeah.
It was bad news, man.
And you've got to you remember that for the rest of your life. It's got to be haunting.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, we're going to get Tom over here in just a moment here. We got to get Tom Curl over. We're gonna hustle over. All right, so here's the deal. We're here at the warehouse, 1825 South, 300 West. Let me tell you about some of the things that are going on here. So before Tom comes over, I'll just let you know the deals he's making are actually going to be held. Now, some of them are first come, first serve. Some of them, there's a couple of the mattress deals, JJ, that they have they have less than 5 on. And so it's like, all right, get down and get it. And once those are gone, they're gone. And then a lot of these deals that he'll make are actually ones that he'll honor all the way through Valentine's Day. And so being able to do that is massive because normally he cuts it off after that Monday, and so or after that Monday maybe. But anyway, we'll end up. Here's what we'll do. We'll talk to Tom after the break. How about that? Is that okay?
That sounds great.
We'll come back. We've got more to go around the corner. We've got tons to talk about here still. What do we have next? Our NFL Blitz? Is that where we're at already in the program?
That's right.
Can you believe it?
We're going to blitz after this.
I've got an update on the line has moved, by the way, on the Reba McEntire boots.
Oh, we got an update.
I think people heard us.
Okay.
You're starting to see a lot of money move.
A bunch of people ran to the book it window.
Starting to see a lot of
bookies are panicking.
You're starting to see a
Vegas
lot of
is panicking.
Starting to see a lot of money move to the red.
Like somebody knows something.
The red boot area. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got more to go around the corner. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
All the latest news and notes from the league and the locals in the NFL. JJ and Alex bring you the NFL Blitz on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to your Friday. Happy Super Bowl weekend. Happy weekend before Valentine's Day. You got to figure it out. If you're going to try to figure it out, hey, how about a new mattress for your sweetheart? You know, everybody else is talking about blankets. I was
Why
telling
not?
you. I know.
Roses die.
Oh, yeah. But let me just give you a. Let me give you a killer deal here. You ready for this? Because you heard Hans and Scotty at the Minky Couture store today, okay? So you get yourself a Minky blanket, all right? Because the Minky blanket is the best Valentine's gift. It's the softest. It's the most comfortable. It's amazing. You throw it on that brand new mattress, baby, you got yourself a stew. You got yourself a stew going. I'm telling you, though, this is a winner right here. Our guy Tom Curl, we didn't get to chat with you before the break here.
We just had a mattress go out the door.
I know. So you got a mattress go out the door. Was that one of the Nightfall ones, or was that a
therapeutic adjustable bed?
That was a king, too. Therapeutic adjustable king. Nice right there. But like I said, you get the Minky blanket on there. You can use the promo code ZONE50 in stores and online, minkycouture.com. So if you're going to get the blanket, might as well go all the way, get the full mattress, and then you got yourself you bought yourself 4 or 5 years of being in the good graces on Valentine's Day, man. So, Tom, what do we have? We just had a therapeutic king mattress go out the door.
That was ingenious. I'm going to call her, the owner of Minky.
Yeah.
Give me a call. I'll do a cross promotion with you.
Why not?
Anybody who buys a bed, we'll let them do something at your store. Anybody who buys a blanket, I'll give them a coupon to save $1,000 on an adjustable bed.
Look at that, dude.
Boom.
Man, saving all sorts of money.
We need to hustle, so.
Tell me what you got.
Kings Down and therapeutic mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
Therapeutic, $299, $399. These are $1,000 to $1,200 queen mattresses to $1,700 queen mattresses. Your choice, therapeutic, $299, $399. We got three to choose from. When I say three different models to choose from. The Kings Down, we're going to go $399, $499, $799 in Kingstown. And then in Telebed, we just had somebody come in buying an adjustable queen G2.
Nice.
We're going to do that mattress for $1,299 instead of, what are they, $3,700? $3,700 for
Normally.
a G2.
Wow. Okay.
That's a boom.
Those are mega boom deals right there, dude. And they go a few extra days than normal, so it's a boom, boom, boom deal with the extra days all the way up through Valentine's Day.
And
but
don't
some of these,
forget about these.
Oh, I already bought the comforter set for my daughter. This is a twin size, normally $149.99, $19.99.
Cute pink and white, and then this gray
and black king one. The king set. Oh, the king set. My heavens, you get the full comforter set plus the 2 pillow chamois, or what do they call them? Shams?
Yeah. Pillow shams and a skirt.
And the skirt. And guess what? That's normally $249. The king size?
$29.99. We also have
right
it in gray and white.
Nice.
In twin for your sons.
Okay, let's go.
Boom.
Get it done. 1825 South, 300 West. That's where you find Tom and his store. They're going to honor those prices all the way through Valentine's Day, so come down. But while supplies last, of course. So if it's gone before then you're toast. All right. JJ,
so many storylines, of course, but the non-Super Bowl one that caught both your and my eyes, Chip Kelly,
who was in the discussion for all sorts of NFL OC jobs.
We've been wondering, why is he interviewing for NFL coordinator? He's the head coach at UCLA,
and
they're making the transition to the Big Ten. What's going on?
Going to the Big Ten. He's at UCLA, and then he was interviewing for the offensive coordinator job at the Seahawks. Talked with the Commanders before they hired Cliff. What's his bucket?
Dan Quinn.
Or Dan Quinn. Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes.
Yeah. So then what do we get? At the end of everything, we get Chip Kelly going, no, sorry, NFL. I'm going to go be the offensive coordinator at Ohio State University.
Wait, what?
He is the OSU. He is Ohio State's newest offensive coordinator. By the way, he was not fired from UCLA.
Chip Kelly is leaving the head coach position
in the Big Ten.
UCLA in the Big Ten to become an offensive coordinator in the Big Ten.
Right.
So it turns out that Ryan Day, the head coach at Ohio State, when he was in college, he was the quarterback at New Hampshire. Guess who his offensive coordinator was at New Hampshire?
That is so weird.
Chip Kelly.
That is the weirdest thing.
So they want to work together again, I guess, in a weird way. So now the quarterback, who's now the head coach at Ohio State, is now the boss to his old OC. I wonder how that's going to go. But why in the world would Chip Kelly want to leave? This is now we're into a college football issue, but
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
It started in the NFL,
right?
So
he was going.
Let's just talk about this. Why would he leave UCLA as the head coach?
No idea.
Are things that bad there? Was he so concerned?
I bet they were telling him
he wanted an
good.
extension, and they were going to give him one.
Right. I bet they said, we're not going to do the extension. We'll see how you do this year, and we'll kind of go from there.
And how do you think they were going to do this year? They're going to get destroyed this year.
And guess who they're going to get destroyed by? Chip Kelly's offense at Ohio State University.
Well, preemptive, I'm out of here, I guess. So Chip Kelly is now at Ohio State.
There you go. Instead of the Seahawks or the Commanders or
the Bruins.
Or the Bruins.
What
Anybody
a weird
else
situation.
This is the weirdest week of, the dumbest rumors, too.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, the NFL is going to be – they're expanding their footprint.
Where are they going this time?
I might want to actually make it to this game.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite places on earth. I went there a few years ago. I want to go back, and I think this might be a good way to do it, and I think it might be a good thing to have Nate Dowdle pay for it, okay? Madrid, Spain, 2025. They're going down to Brazil next year, right?
Yes.
And then in 2025, they're going to be in Madrid. Now, you remember, Barcelona had a NFL Europe team, remember?
That's right, yes.
What were they?
I remember.
They were the Dragons or something like that?
Barcelona Dragons.
They were the Dragons.
Oh, yeah, you nailed it.
Remember the we did this for a minute, and the European NFL Europe did this. Remember those plastic face masks? They were kind of a flatter.
Yeah.
I hated those things. And that I think that single-handedly killed NFL Europe.
NFL Europe, or the World League of American Football.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. It was NFL Europe, and then it was World League here, right? We had those teams out. Anyway, wild stuff. But they're going to go play in Madrid in 2025. I don't know why Madrid. Look, I've seen the video of how fanatical people in England and in Germany have been about the NFL. We've seen that stuff. Yeah. We know that there's a cult following in Germany. We know there's a pretty big, massive following in England. That's why they keep going back to London. But, man, Madrid, I guess they're just trying it all out. That's cool, man. These are real games, by the way. These aren't just preseason. Because it used to be that they would try out a lot of stuff preseason-wise. But now they're just doing full-on NFL games. This one's going to be in Madrid, so there you go.
I didn't even realize this, but the NFL Europe lasted until 2007.
No.
It did.
I had a buddy who went on his mission to Germany.
Yeah.
And they were walking by a park, and there was a semi-pro team working out, full pads and everything, right? And they went over and watched, and then some guy comes over and starts speaking to him in German and was like, hey, and he's like, oh, how long have you had this football team? And he starts talking, and he goes, why, do you guys play? And this is a kid I went to high school with, and he was one of the captains of the football team. He goes, yeah, I play. I've played before. He goes, it was totally against every rule that we probably should have followed. They gave me gear. I suited up. He suited up and played these guys at their practice.
Really?
He's like, I'm blowing up these German guys. He's like, I was in the best shape of my life still. He was a state champion wrestler too, so he's just this insane athlete. He goes, I'm blowing up these Germans, and they're begging me to come play for them. And I was like, hey, this is a good outreach program for me to be on this football team. He was told no. Can't do it.
That's a miss.
Puka Nacua, by the way, I've got a couple pieces of sound for you to hear.
Oh, cool.
I sat down with Matthew Berry, and he talked a little bit about this. Is now the thing that surrounds all this, the fantasy football happy hour that Matthew Berry does. Puka Nacua sat down with him. Here's what he said about why he was so successful this year at the Rams and how that relationship kind of helped him be the best that he could be. Here's what he said.
I was just curious, what happened from BYU to LA? Was it Stafford? Was it McVay? Talk to me about, what key got turned there.
Yeah. I think you kind of hit on both of it with Stafford and Coach McVay, and then especially Coop. That seemed like a three-headed monster that was ready for me to be a part of it, and they allowed me to come in and be myself and kind of thrive in that environment, and they helped exceed my learning curve. Or excel my learning curve so much faster than I thought it was going to be. And Coop going down and being able to communicate with me and everything that's going on. And then Matthews, one of the best from the first time I saw him throw routes on air. There wasn't a ball that hit the floor. There wasn't a ball that wasn't spinning as perfect as it could. So as a receiver, I'm like, that's something I don't want to drop the ball if he's throwing it that tight every time. I'm like, I'll be mad at myself. I'm like, I'll kick me off the team.
Is he dogging Jaron Hall and the experience he had at BYU there, Jaron?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
No. Dude,
it's Matthew Stafford.
It's the Rams, man.
Right.
This
is pro football.
Look at the names you just mentioned. Sean McVay has won a Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford's won a Super Bowl. And Cooper Kupp's won a Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp had one of the greatest receiver seasons of all time. And now, all of a sudden, you put him next to these guys, and they not only want you, but need you to be your best and to be you and go succeed.
Okay.
Perfect situation. Puka could not have done what he did. And this is just because of the situation. He would not have been able to reach the stature he did this year on any other club.
Can I do a quick...
and he would have been fine other places, but it was the perfect situation for him and for the team.
Can I do a quick over-under here for you?
Yeah.
Over-under his second season getting 1,000 yards receiving, Puka Nacua. Now I got
over.
You're going to go over 1,000.
He won't match the numbers he had this year.
Cooper Kupp's going to be healthy instead of being out for 5 or 6
We
games.
talked about it. He's still going to be able to be good, but there is going to be a bigger
There's film out on him, man.
Bullseye on him, and teams are going to be much more aware of him next year than they were this year.
I think I'm going to go under 1,000. It's not a disrespect. What it is
it's so hard.
He's an All-Pro now. You had a multiple-time All-Pro in Cooper Kupp, who's sensational. I don't know how long Matthew Stafford's going to be on his game, right? I don't know how long that's going to last.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to take the under, not because I don't respect Puka, but I just think circumstances are going to be way different.
Well, you saw what happened the year before when Matthew Stafford got hurt.
Right.
Things went south for the Rams.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We're at the warehouse, 1825 South, 300 West. We are going to get to Tom Curl for one last time around the corner here. And then, we just have tons going on here. We've got our best and worst we want to bring up as well. Get the official debit cards of the Utah Jazz, University of Utah Sports, and Real Salt Lake exclusively at America First Credit Union. That's where you can get them. The official debit cards of the Jazz, the Utes, and Real Salt Lake, all exclusively at America First Credit Union. We will come back. We've got more to go from the warehouse on a Friday edition of JJ and Alex. Stay with us, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Wrapping up the hour with our picks for the best and worst moments on today's show. As JJ and Alex want to hear your best and worst of the day.
Oh, boy. Next hour, we're going to have to share some of our food favorites.
We did during the break.
Yeah.
And
it's a bad thing to do because I actually don't want to talk about anything else.
Can't wait till Sunday.
So yeah, we're going to the in-laws. I'll do the Texas caviar. That's a classic. It's kind of a fresh dip, like it's a lot of chopped up corn and celery and peppers and
absolutely.
And then you hit it with the. I put a little heat in there. I hit it with the red pepper flakes.
Nice.
But you throw on like a it's a vinaigrette that you make, which is just that apple cider vinegar, a simple syrup, and some big-time salt and pepper. And when you pour it over that, and you got to have the scoops, and not the Tostitos ones,
right.
The Frito scoop.
Ooh.
It's an aggressive scoop.
That is an aggressive scoop.
Yeah, but it's an amazing deal. But I was just telling you about my smoked chili verde tacos.
Oh man.
Telling you, you smoke the pork butt, and then you cook the rest in a green sauce in the oven. You finish it in the oven.
Oh.
Fall apart, smoke ring, all of it. And it's the kind of stuff that my football used to say makes you want to slap your grandmother. Oh, my goodness, that food's so good, makes you want to slap your grandmother.
That is a very Texas thing.
I'm all, Coach Smith, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
You had good food, you want to slap your grandmother? You've got a problem.
What's going on here? I don't understand.
I don't know what your family dynamic is, but my goodness.
I don't think this is okay.
Best and worst of the day. I have a nomination.
You have a best? I got a worst.
You got a worst? Roll out with the worst first,
and
we'll end with the best.
So, Merrill Hodge.
Yeah.
We all know Merrill Hodge. He's at the Super Bowl this week.
Former Idaho State great. All right?
That's right. Merrill Hodge, pride of Pocatello.
Sure.
He was on Radio Row this week, recently. I think it was even today. And he said that he's encouraging the Bears not to draft Caleb Williams because he is not special.
Ooh.
Now, it turns out that he also admitted he's only watched about 6 games that Caleb has played. Now,
were they all 6 losses from this last year?
Probably all the 6 games they lost this year. Well, they lost, 5?
Yeah, I guess they lost 5.
So
did they go to a bowl game?
Oh, yeah. Remember the Caleb Williams sat it out.
Oh, my gosh.
What game? Was it the Holiday Bowl?
Was it the Tony the Tiger Bowl?
The quarterback we'd never heard before.
Oh, yeah. Who, by the way, we'll never hear from again.
Probably not.
Because I think he already transferred out or hit the transfer portal.
Anyway. So, so let me be fair, though, to Merrill. I think he's way off on this. I think Caleb Williams is obviously special.
Okay.
Now, he also was very vocal when Johnny Manziel came out. And he was dead on.
He said he's not
and
special.
Everybody made fun of him. All the talking head shows that had him on made fun of him on ESPN, and he was right. So we will see. Merrill Hodge, never afraid to have an opinion, says Caleb Williams is not special. We'll find out if he was right or wrong starting next year.
Okay. There you go. Before we get to Tom Curl here at the warehouse, I'll give you – did I have best? Is that what I had?
You have best. Good luck.
Okay, so now
Good
listen.
luck.
So I want to say I love that Dion did this. Dion cleared the air. Remember last month that the story was what? That his sons did what for him? They bought him a house. Remember that whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, Dion goes, first of all, my sons can't afford a house. They did not buy me a house.
In Boulder, he's probably right.
He's like, I can't even afford a house in Boulder. No, but he was like, we went house shopping, and we found some houses that we really liked. He's like, but my sons are getting credit for something they did not do. They did not buy me a house. They can't afford it, and don't believe them if they said that they can. And I was like, I love that Dion. There's stuff about Dion that I can't stand, but I do love that he is brutally honest, even with the people that are around him. He's like, man, my son, look, Shadur's earned everything. But I told him he's acting a fool when he's showing that watch to everybody. We got half of our stuff stolen out of the locker room this year. And you were like, which I don't like Dion for a lot of reasons. But
you don't like Dion?
No, I mean, like,
Coach
there's
Prime.
some stuff that Coach Prime does that I'm like, that's an act.
He's theater.
Then there's
man.
other stuff. Of course it is.
He's entertainment.
But it's my best today for him going, my sons, they can't stop telling people that they bought me a house. They don't deserve that recognition. They didn't buy anything. They have no money compared to. He's like, look, they ain't earned it yet. Maybe they will next year. They're both going to the league, But their youngest son, he goes, I'm not letting him go. He has to come play for me and prove himself first. I thought that was pretty cool. Tom Curl, owner of the warehouse, which is where we are today, 1825 South, 300 West. This has been a fun prep for the Super Bowl weekend, Tom, and we had some people trickling in, grabbing some of the deals already. A lot of these deals are going to be honored all the way through Valentine's Day, but you don't want to wait that long because some of these matches aren't going to be here all that long.
They won't, but I'm embarrassed. Super Bowl, it's all about family and parties and watching the big game.
Yeah, man.
I haven't even talked about the dining room table.
Oh.
The great big solid wood dining room table.
Is that the one that you even did the deal on the chairs last time, too?
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me what we have
here. The table is a $1,200 table.
Got it.
The chairs, and you can look them up online. They are from Furniture of America. The cheaper chair is $179. The more expensive chair is $229 per chair.
Right. Yeah, that's about right.
I will do a table and 4 chairs for $3.99.
Boom. That's a deal right there.
A table and 4 chairs, $3.99. A table and 6 chairs, $4.99. A table and
8. That'd be the next one.
Table and 8 chairs, $5.99.
Whoa!
Boom.
It's
Okay.
crazy.
That would almost fit my family. That's what I think's great
Well,
about it.
I can do a table
wanna do
and
10?
10 chairs
Okay.
for $6.99.
Okay.
How about
Boom.
that?
There
That'll
you go.
fit your
Now
family.
you got
It
room
will.
and one to spare.
Boom.
I'll tell you, shopping for a 10-person table is embarrassing.
Wow.
But
Listen,
I love
we
my
have
kids.
got no time, so let's just quickly recap.
let's hear it.
Adjustable beds. This is the best sweetheart gift ever. I've got a king bed, solid king, head-up adjustable, $8.99. The mattress is a therapeutic. This mattress alone is $2,200. You can buy the entire deal for $8.99.
Boom.
The queen equivalent, $6.99. Mattresses, Kings Down. I have beautiful Kings Down mattresses, $2.99. Excuse me, Kings Down is $3.99, $4.99, $7.99, and therapeutic queens, $2.99 and $3.99. And I have got one that I'm going to do as a crazy blowout. King Therapeutics for $5.99. There's 2 to choose from. Easy $3,000 bed.
You got to come take advantage.
Come see us. And all upholstery, 25% off through Sweethearts Day.
Okay, there you go.
How about that?
Tom, thanks for having us. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Super Bowl weekend, man. Always good to see you.
Yeah, enjoy the game.
What time am I coming for that food?
Hey, as early as I mean, you know, I'm a kind of guy that goes, oh, I got to go home from church early. I got to stir the pot.
That's it.
That is that guy. So whenever you want. All right,
You got to
Tom.
get there early.
We appreciate
That's
it,
all
man.
set.
We're going to take the break here. We'll come back. More to go around the corner. 97.5 EKSL Sports Zone.